Hey fam, I kind of got this like Ari sweater situation going on. I'll be watching The Bachelor later tonight. It is episode 2 of season 23, Colton's season, bringing the bedhead Bachelor back to you. Less bedhead, I took a shower, but I'll be watching it later tonight. Okay fam, it's just about midnight Eastern time on Monday night. It's about time for me to start watching episode 2 of The Bachelor. So the bedheaded Bachelor, with clean hair though, coming at you for episode 2. I don't know about this whole Colton, like selfieing video, whatever he's doing in this first scene. I think that is fake AF, and I think that that's not gonna last. Ugh. Also, he said it's the first group date. I hate group dates. The next several weeks are torture. I hate group dates. There's so many obnoxious people that just need to go. Also, are you playing the Bachelor Fantasy League on abc.com? You should. Oh, the difference, ladies, when you don't have a professional makeup artist like maybe you did for the opening episode. And also, can somebody please get Colton like a razor for kids or something to shave off that peach fuzz? It is, yeah. In case you missed it, that sound was, blah. Why do I do this to myself so late at night? Just stir the pot, Chris Harrison. Just stir the pot and be like, time is everything. So, if you got the time, take advantage of it. Just stir the pot, and everybody's going to interrupt everybody 100 million freaking times. There's 4 blondes on this first group date, and I already forgot who half of them are. There's just too many blondes. I love blonde women. I love blonde men, although an adult blonde male is a rarity. Just saying, if you have one, send them. But there's just too many blondes on this season. I don't picture the redhead lasting long. Her name is Elise. She's 31, which is like ancient for him. And she's pretty, but like interesting pretty. And I love a great redhead. Shout out to you, Caitlin Tarpey, but I don't see this girl doing well. Colton is way overdressed for the beginning of this first group date, but I have to say, to not be in a long line tee, rolled up spray-on skinny jeans, and some sort of like Converse Van type shoe is a nice change. And thus begins people who pretending that they know someone when they don't. Megan Mullally, I bet none of these women know that that's Karen from Will and Grace. I mean, none of them. And I'm always interested when there's a crossover, like an NBC star and an ABC show. That's interesting. Y'all, I think this girl Demi is, I don't like to use that word. It starts with C and rhymes with Maisie. I think she's nuts, like nuts. Also, remember last time we were in theater and Chad tried to beat up Evan? Whenever there's a thing with a big audience or they have some fake music person there and everybody's dancing around and videoing them, I'm like, do they all have to sign like an NDA or confidentiality agreement so that there's like not sharing all of this stuff? Also, what is your bachelor or bachelorette watch food? As many of you will know, I'm in the happy world of Haribo. Most days. The happy world of Haribo. That was a jingle from something else. I am all for the virginity situation. Like, I have nothing against that at all. I'm a quite non-promiscuous person myself. But as a lead-off story for this group date, Colton's story was boring as Gotta give it to the redhead. Elise came in with a really good story. Everybody else so far has been boring. And I think invoking the story of the night you met Colton as your first whatever in this moment is obnoxious. You know when somebody's funny and then somebody tries to pile on it and they think they're funny too? Catherine just tried to do that to the drowning in bitches girl, and she didn't drop the mic. She thinks she did. She just knocked it over, and it sent a screeching sound through the theater, which is a huge fail. Demi says, and that is the story of how I got the first group date rose. We will update on that, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. I think that's fake news, and I think that her whole charade is ridiculous. I don't know her name, but there's a girl who was wearing a hat on the group date, and now she has her hair up in a fierce, like, bun with some streaks and some gold hoops, and she reminds me of my fabulous friend Cindy Reiser, and I just, like, hope she continues to do that. I think that Demi's lip gloss is like bubblegum lip smackers, and I also think she's like one of those guys on Bumble where it says his age is 27, but in the bio he's like, I'm really 19, not 27, but I don't know how to change it. Lies, you lie. I am just living for the face of the brunette in the bun when Demi comes and picks up the rose. It is a face that I have seen Cindy Reiser make in a rehearsal room, and I'm just living for every move she makes at this point. What's her name? I'm wondering if redhead really is a redhead or if it's like a really good lace front, like a George Devers professionally crafted, Raquel Welch line, excellent redhead. Brunette bun girl is about to confront Demi about how she feels on things, and while I appreciate that and you're giving me some Real Housewives of Jersey vibes, you don't really need to do it. These are producers telling you to do it. He likes this Hannah G girl. Oh, don't you wish it was like Kevin G from Mean Girls? The real Kevin G. That I'm really white. But he likes this. She first impression rose last week, and like she's blonde, but she looks a little different. Redhead gets the rose. Oh, I just almost knocked the glasses off of my head. A little surprised, but their hug after she got it was like Trey awkward. Dear crying girl from, I believe, Miami. Opening up about your life is great. I've opened up to my life about many people. Did I get roses after doing so? No. Opening up is not a prerequisite to getting a rose. You can be at your very best, but someone might be better. Somebody, when Colton walked into the house to pick up Hannah, said, "Hey, babe," like Susan Ham does, and it made me miss you, Susan. First one-on-one date goes to Miss Alabama, USA. Refer to last week's thing about why I just emphasized that. Hannah B. Something I like, letting the contestants and Colton drive themselves places with a little car camera thing, mirror camera like the Real Housewives do, or Vanderpump Rules, Go Pump Rules. Something I think is weird, they didn't used to let girls watch everybody drive away and get all jealous. I did not know that Kaylin and Hannah were roommates at Miss USA. Why have none of you shared that with me? Did you not know either? I cannot believe nobody thought to share that with me. That adds a whole other layer and reason for casting. I mean, Hannah, Miss Alabama, USA, has like just the perfect smile. I mean, she really, really, really does. She really does. And Colton looks good in this blue Henley over here. And if I had a body like that, I would wear more shirts like that. The hot tubs in the middle of nowhere. Started with Ben and Lauren. Maybe it started before them. Just makes no sense. Just none at all. And Colton looks bored to tears on this date, which is so sad. I am so hungry. I've been eating all night, and I am still so hungry. And I've done no physical activity, but I'm just so hungry. And knowing that they're not going to eat any of the food in front of them, I just want to go to a restaurant right now. How many times have we heard the virgin story? Many, many times. Hannah's just probably going to say something mildly deep, and then she's going to get this rose. And I'm like ready for next week's episode already, because this is boring. I would say maybe standing on the deck of this Queen Mary ship, Colton would say, "I'm the king of the world," or something to make this mildly interesting television, but it isn't. And there's like 84 girls going on the next group date, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. Chris Harrison rolls up and goes, "Hey guys, it's Billy Eichner." Golf claps because nobody knows who that. Do you know who Billy Eichner is? I mean, the name sounds vaguely familiar, but I guess I'm just going to have to look him up now. An overnight on the first week under the stars, but are you actually sleeping, or is this just like until late in the night and everybody separates? Like, what is this concept, and why does a virgin want to do that? The dark-skinned girl from Georgia in a yellow shirt. I'm just saying, if it was a pageant, you wouldn't all be surprised if she came out there in a yellow gown. Like, there would be no shock. Not that it doesn't work, it does. I would lose the end of a tug of war, or I would never, actually, I guess I would never work so hard as if there was a tug of war happening with a mud pit situation, because I cannot be dirty like that. Like, I can't do it. Colton, why would you ruin shoes, socks, even just the bottom of jeans to go in that mud? Gross. Hold on a second. The whole other team is staying overnight? Well, that's way less sexy and hopefully more interesting. It's got to be. I think Colton is a good kisser. I just kind of got a feeling. Pay close attention, although not too close because then it gets gross, but yeah, I'd say I think this is a good thing for him. There are even more blondes on this date, and I do not know any of their names. I literally, I have no idea who they are. I need some of these to be weeded out. It was like that time that, like, there was a girl named, I think Leah, maybe I'm making this up, on like Nick's season or Ben's season, I guess, and she made it to like the final 6 or 8, and we were like, who are you? Like, why are you here? And then she got all nuts on the last date with Lauren B. I will say there are moments where Colton surprises me with, like, his wisdom. Like, there are some time, and I think it's very genuine. Like, I think he's a very genuine person in general. And there are moments where I'm like, wow, this is, like, not, you know, a total load of BS coming out of somebody's mouth. Speaking of mouths, he also didn't go into the mouth of the girl who said she's never kissed anyone. I don't know, mouth joke. I'm tired. This episode's not exciting enough for my current situation. We are 2 for 2 with episodes and Colton showering. And we are now heading into the cocktail party preceding the rose ceremony of episode 2. So I have a new position because I'm really tired. Sydney, I think her name is, the NBA dancer. She's kind of Asian, I think. I really liked her, that great asymmetrical neckline black dress. But again, without the professional hair and makeup, looking very different, as is Kaylin. So somebody interrupted Sydney, and then now she's creating the road company of Stomp at the Bachelor Mansion, banging on pots and pans to get this person to leave. Here comes Demi, barreling into somebody else's time in a bathrobe and heels from 1986, like Dynasty or something. This is a placeholder video because there was some lame, like, closet conversation with Demi and brown-headed bun girl who didn't have a bun on, where they talked about being amazing women, but they hate each other, so it was so fake. Oh, the brown-headed girl said that the conversation she had with Demi was BS, so that's good. At least she's aware that it was. I'm just assuming we're going to cut a few people that we don't know their names anyway, because we just have no idea who they are. Who is Cassie, who just got a rose? Horrible flat blonde hair. Horrible. Literally, who is Nina? Was there a Nina last week at the first episode? Like, who? I've never seen her before. Who is this? Were there some girls that didn't go on any dates this week? Who are these people? Well, he kept brunette bun Tracy around, probably just to piss Demi off for the next week or so. But then I want to say there's 4 girls going home, and I do not know any of their names, except the tall, like, European-y looking one. I think her name is Alex. Of the 4 girls that went home, 2 of them are blonde. And I'm very grateful because I just need to start weeding them out. I had something else to say, but it's late and I'm forgetting. I remember what it was. It's still nighttime when they're leaving. This cocktail party did not go into the next morning, so that's nice for everyone involved, really. You went home on the second episode after saying like 6 words to him. You didn't get your heart ripped out of your chest. You just got cut. That's all it is. You want heart ripped out of your chest, honey? Go look at my Instagram stories from last year. Oh, that was not good. Some potential highlights to look forward to next week. The pageant girls fighting, Demi still being a jackass, and somebody making a face with their mouth open like Olivia used to on, was that Ben's season? Yeah. Fam, sorry, like, my updates, I feel like we're not up to par tonight, but I also feel like this episode was boring. Either way, keep watching for more of the Bedhead Bachelor. Thanks.